So today, this weekend, we're going to do a primal survival course with bosbeweging, forest movement, and learn new skills. Hope to learn something about myself, being more connected with nature. That's the goal. Let's see what it's going to bring us. Curious.
So that's me, 39 years old, a few grey hairs, and in many ways, I have it all. More than my grandparents and everybody before them could ever imagine. Hot showers every day, coffee, tea, and eggs for breakfast. I have a car with air conditioning, an office space, a desk with 2 screens, and work what I mostly enjoy. Soup and a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch, followed by a decaf coffee. Time to exercise and trying to be good at something. I can go to the supermarket where they have a crazy amount of products and I have money to buy it. I have a home, people I love, a hot meal and 1,000 ways to keep myself entertained. I have everything to be happy for. And yet, often I feel overwhelmed, restless, tired and in search for peace. My world, the world, feels out of balance. Maybe we don't need more, but do we need less? It feels like we've lost touch with who we are. So in search for answers, I go back to nature, back to school, like a modern ape. In this episode we go back to nature with the tribe of bosbeweging and learn some basic survival skills. Finding edible plants, making fire, building shelter, fillet some fish, fillet a mole, really? Making rope, climbing trees and have a good conversation about living with nature and the struggles of our modern day life.
When we go into nature, we have this nature experience and we bring Gore-Tex jackets and we need good shoes and we need our gear, to be professional and to go out there. So we go into nature with this gear, but without this gear, we're lost. We might as well die. We probably would die. So when our stuff is finished, when our food is gone, when our water is gone, or when we lose our bag, we need to get back because nature will kill us. And that way, we will never be able to experience that nature is in principle actually keeping us alive.
Feels pretty good to be in the nature, and I don't have my phone here with me. Sometimes I think, oh, my phone, what time is it? It's kind of new and it kind of feels nice. This is the first really assignment. Go in nature and pick something you think would be nice to eat or for the tea or whatever. I'm such a noob with it. I have no idea what I'm doing. But that's why we're here, right?
Welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome here in this woodland. About 14 years ago started the bosbeweging to teach people and share the knowledge how you can move through the landscape as being native. Basically, we act like aliens at the moment. For a big part, it's because we don't know how to live here. So how can we build our house from leaves and sticks? How can we make fire with just the sticks we find and create fire with friction? Is it important? Why would you do it? You've got a lighter. Why create all this hassle?
I'm going to make a haring for the tent. I don't know what the English word is for haring. Huh? Tent bag. Never heard of it. Beginning of the spoon. So with this exercise we're gonna make a rope. This is the blackberry, twig from the blackberry, and we have to skin off the outside, and then in the inside there's some soft tissue that's also need to be removed, and then what's left overs are the fibers. And with the fibers you can make rope. It's nice to work with your hands and have just small goals. Peel off the fibers, that's it, you know? And that's maybe the goal or something, or the goal. There is not really a big goal, and that's maybe what's so nice about it. I made my own rope. It's really, absolutely, really strong. Cool is that? I really like it. It's just from blackberry plant twig. You can make freaking strong with a simple technique. Super strong rope. I think that's cool.
When we sit here with Aboriginals in our camp, they tell you exactly the same things, and they tell you the same rituals in a different way.
Yeah.
And they tell you that we're all guardians of this earth. And how we can be guardians of this earth.
Guardians of the galaxy. Yeah.
Exactly, and how we can live intuitively, and how we can feel where there's danger, and how we can communicate on distance. And these people all know this, and we modern apes, we seem to have forgotten this. And not only have we forgotten this, we're even skeptical about it. You know, it's rubbish. You can't do it.
And at the same time we are stuck, right? So.
Yeah.
We live in this modern world with old instincts, an old brain, so we're a bit lost, I guess. Well, that's how I feel it.
What do you mean by lost?
Well, you said it before, so you live between walls, you step into your car, you go to the office, put on a screen, you sit there and you feel somewhere in your body, you feel, and in your mind also, you feel some restlessness, some anxiety, some... Where's my place? Where's my tribe?
Something's missing, you know, in my life.
There's something missing. Also a tribe feeling, you know, feeling safe. There's something what struck me in the conversation was that it was going about be silent in a tribe, and I thought, geez, that's what I missed in my life to feel. I'm always a bit on, you know, if I can't trust. My system anymore or something like that. So that's why that way I'm a bit lost, and I think I'm not the only one, you know. I think a lot of people who are burnt out or depressed. Why are they depressed? You're depressed, or there's something wrong with your brain. Here's a pill to fix it. But that's not really what the problem is, I think.
Where just being should be enough in your tribe, just being there, not being the crazy guy or this or saying smart things, but just being there is a valuable part of your tribe should be enough, you know. Even if you say nothing.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Yes.
We are wired for this, you know. We have a long history of living in nature.
Yeah.
Depending how far you want to take it back, but basically forever. Have we lived in groups in nature, and now we think living individually in a city will make us happy. And that's hard. You know, it's hard to actually keep that up. And it works because we can sedate ourselves, and we can party, and there's this and that, and then after a while we feel burned out because we're not living the life we're actually made for, you know. We're going to climb this massive tree later on. That's what we're made for, you know. And to run through the woods and but also to do it together, because sometimes the other part is we're going to live in nature in a little house in a forest on our own. That's also not it, you know, because then where is our tribe?
As a living being.
Yeah, I think it's a really good lesson to learn to respect the animal and to know where it's coming from and how it lived. to build some sort of relationship with what you eat. With the chickens we eat, the cows we eat, the pigs we eat, all living animals. Yeah. It was a living animal, you know. So more respect.
How's your spoon getting along?
Yeah, I'm proud of it, man. Already pretty deep. It's cool, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a little kid playing around with wood and fire and a knife. It's really nice. Normally I play, sometimes I play video games and then you get a lot of impulses and a lot of tension. And now this video game of today is making a spoon. So the end of this weekend is going to be a very nice spoon, I hope.
So a follow-up question would be, why the need to spread this way of living? I think if we're not going back to nature, then we will die out. Probably because the own havoc we create in the world. That will be enough. And there will be big changes anyway to come. And if we lose our ability to live with nature, nature is what keeps us alive, you know. It's about discovering who we are, what makes us happy, how we can live our purpose, because that's one big problem in humanity as well, that we're living somebody else's purpose. And that's a purpose not actually serving the earth, and that doesn't make us happy. Well, we actually have this inner purpose that I think will serve the earth, if we follow it. And I'm quite certain that we can create a massive paradise for ourselves and all living beings. And we have the power to do that. So that is awesome, you know. We are awesome creatures.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really cool that you learned you could eat this stuff. Amazing. Needs a bit of salsa sauce. Be perfect. Bit of mayonnaise, baby.
What's your own biggest struggle in life? For me, it is a struggle that we're also buying food and that I'm driving a car, for example. And living in a society that it's very, very hard not to live that way. That's a struggle. To accept that I cannot be perfect, you know, in this way of living. Yeah. And still, I hope to accept that this is the way it is. For example, I was talking about our son, who's ill now, and have this chemical medicines to get him over it, and then he will be healthy again. God, do I let my child die or not? You know, there's hard choices, and I'm sure that if I would live in a Maasai community that we were last year, that he would die, and that I would possibly be better able to accept it as well, and have different tools to work with that, you know. And I would say the Creator took my child and will live on, and I would grieve and I would sing and I would cry and I would move on. But living in this world, I'm still making the choice to save his life.
That's then also an awesome thing about this modern time, that your son can be helped, right?
True. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And a good, I'm fairly certain, because he's not the first one with this type of cancer in our village, that is probably pesticide related, that he's ill in the first place. It's a good chance that he wouldn't have had this crazy thing to deal with. You know?
Could be the cause for his illness.
Yeah.
Jeez.
But I definitely know that the lessons I've learned so far about a positive mind state in nature and in the world helps me in this process as well, you know, and helps him as well to being the fighter he is, you know.
Cool.
Definitely, yeah, he's strong.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Jeez. Nee. Nee, dat weet ik niet.
Ja, maar rood wel.
Nee, dat weet ik niet. Daar komt hij. Ah, pitjes. Fucking hell, it's hard.
Is it important? Why would you do it? You've got a lighter. Why create all this hassle? Well, basically because it makes us independent. And otherwise I'll be dependent of this lighter. And this lighter is made by a factory. There's metal in it, which is mined by some kid maybe in Africa. Then it's shipped to a factory. Then they've drilled into the earth to drill up gas. Out of oil they make plastic. Now that goes to another factory. They put it all together, and then it goes to a shop. And you know this, it's crazy. Well, actually, all you need is rub sticks together and have fire. So creating that effort to learn these skills is actually sort of paying homage to our ancestry and paying homage to the earth that keeps us alive.
Verder naar voren zet, dan kan dit deel echt tegen je in je scheen klikken. Dan kun je hem super stabiel staan. Dus dan kun je hem nu iets naar achter houden, iets weer terug. En dan staat hij mooi recht. Ja, precies. Helemaal aan het begin beetpakken. Ja. Juist. Op het moment dat er heel veel poeder uitkomt, en dat kun je gaan versnellen. Oh.
So where are we heading?
Yeah, we're going to the bivouac hut. And I said yes to sleep in it. Look at this, man. Fucking spider webs. And see some insects here. Oof. Being in nature. Yay. Survival. Yay. Yeah, okay, fuck it. Alright. I think I'm ready. Sort of.
You still don't regret this?
Well, it's an experience. And I think that's also kind of cool, is to search the boundaries. Hello, piss a bit. Hello, how you fucking doing? Jeez. Is to stretch the limits of your own comfort zone. And this is definitely another beetle. Jeez Louise. Definitely a stretch out of my comfort zone. And I think all the people of Bosbeweging will think that I'm a pussy now. Shut the fuck up, just go lay down and... Would you do it?
Nah. Maybe.
So now I'm going to sleep. I'm trying to.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm going to my nice, comfortable little tent.
You can see this in the moonlight.
Okay, bye.
Alright, man. Bye.
Good morning.
Morning. I had a pretty decent night. In the beginning I was pretty alert. I was not so relaxed. But after a while I learned to relax. I thought it's okay. There are not a lot of bugs crawling over me or something. It's just a shelter, and it's keeping me warm. I had it warm in the beginning. I had it too warm actually.
Do you want to do this more often, you think?
Yeah, I think I do. I already thought about going home and sitting on the couch and watching Netflix and that kind of stuff, and it didn't really appeal to me. And I thought, oh man, I had to go back to that world of electronics and sitting behind a desk. Well, a hot shower now would be nice. I survived, man. I'm a survivor.
There was this elder one day, he said, you know, people ask a lot, what should I do in this world? What can I do? What can I do more?
Yeah.
He said it's not so much about what we do. The first question is who we are. Who do you want to be? Who are you? Who are you? And then the actions will follow.
That's a big question. Yeah.
It's an easy question. You're a modern ape.
I'm a bit scared. It's a bit exciting. Let's do it.
met de zonsondergang. In echt een prachtige boom. Kijk, daar is onze broeder.
It was intense. Upper Ape, Jesus Christ, it was exciting.
Did you see
To be honest, I was a bit scared. So I saw a bit of the upper trees, but you could see the sunset. I didn't dare, man. It was just a few meters, but I thought, ah man, it's a long way down, and then yeah, anxiety's pumping up, and then becoming scared. But I liked it. It was a good experience. Yeah. This weekend was just a little taste, and I couldn't say that I'm now totally reconnected with nature. I feel my inner ape. I'm alive. I feel better. I feel I'm healed. But it definitely gave me some direction, I guess, and some new experiences where I'm very grateful for. Leaving some comfort behind expands your world, I guess. That you can feel that you can more depend on yourself, even when there's not so much comfort, not so much luxury. When there's no hot shower, no electricity, you still survive, and that's a really nice thing to experience. Yeah, it's the feeling you get from it is trust. You can relax more. You trust yourself more, and you trust the world around you more, and that feels rich. So I'm happy. I'm a happy modern ape. That's it. Time to go home.